Imagine walking into an ancient temple, where the walls whisper secrets of civilizations long forgotten. The air is heavy with dust. The glow of torches flickers across cracked stone carvings. And then you see it. Not a sarcophagus, not pottery, but something utterly unexpected. A Tesla, fossilized in stone, embedded into the wall like a relic of the gods. A Ford F-150, sculpted in bronze, its wheels shaped like chariot rims once pulled by horses. A Lamborghini resting in obsidian, glimmering faintly in the firelight as though waiting to roar once more. What if our modern technology was not new at all, but the rediscovery of a forgotten age? What if cars, gadgets, and even supercars existed thousands of years ago, shaped not of steel and glass, but of stone, clay, and bronze? Today, we are diving into a mind-bending journey that reimagines modern cars and technology as ancient relics from lost civilizations. Welcome to a story where archaeology collides with imagination, and the past and future fuse into one vision. Human beings have always been fascinated with lost civilizations. The mystery of Atlantis, the precision of the Mayan temples, the scale of Egyptian pyramids. We wonder what secrets they held, what knowledge they carried, and whether their myths were more than just stories. Cars today are the ultimate symbols of progress and speed, the beating heart of modern innovation. But what if they were not futuristic at all? What if they were prehistoric? What if vehicles were carved and worshipped thousands of years ago, not as machines, but as relics of power? In this journey, we will explore how Teslas, Fords, Nissans, and even supercars would appear if they existed in ancient times. We will blend archaeology, mythology, and technology into a single story, one that forces us to question, are we inventing, or are we only rediscovering? Buckle up, because we are about to drive into history itself. Picture the scene. Archaeologists brush sand from stone when suddenly a shape begins to emerge. At first, they expect to uncover a coffin or perhaps broken pottery. But no, the lines are too smooth, too familiar, too modern. It is a car. A Tesla Model 3, its entire body fossilized into stone. The dashboard is no longer digital but carved into rock. The icons transformed into hieroglyphs. Imagine touching a stone-carved music app, each one glowing faintly like a sacred symbol. The air conditioning is not a vent, but a row of chiseled patterns resembling ancient runes. This is no ordinary car. This is a relic. Nearby lies a Ford F-150, sculpted from bronze. Its massive wheels resemble chariot rims that might once have rolled through the streets of Mesopotamia. The truck bed, though ancient, suggests cargo of great importance, perhaps stones for a temple or offerings for a king. And then, buried deeper, a Nissan Leaf, reborn as a clay chariot with solar symbols etched across its doors, as if worshipping the eternal power of the sun. These are not vehicles of the future. They are relics of the past, reborn in our imagination. But the discoveries do not stop there. Around these ancient cars, the world of gadgets takes shape in the most unexpected ways. Charging stations rise from the sand like towering obelisks, their surfaces covered in glowing symbols that look both mystical and technical. A VR headset rests on an altar, but it is not plastic and glass. It is carved from stone, shaped like a ceremonial mask used in forgotten rituals. Imagine placing it over your eyes and instead of entering virtual reality, feeling as though you are communing with the gods. And in the air above the ruins, drones flutter, but not as sleek metal machines. Instead, they appear as clay birds with spinning wings, circling the ruins like sacred guardians. Were these tools of travel and innovation, or were they offerings made to gods of speed and light? In this imagined world, the line between technology and ritual becomes impossible to separate. Perhaps these relics belonged to a forgotten civilization, one far more advanced than we ever imagined. A people who had unlocked secrets of the stars only to be lost to time. Imagine their fleets of cars not used for highways but for sacred processions. Their gadgets were not entertainment devices, but tools to connect with the divine. Our myths whisper clues of this possibility. In India's ancient Vedas, stories of flying chariots called Vimanas streak across the skies. In the tombs of Egypt, solar boats are buried alongside pharaohs, crafted to carry them into eternity. Even in the Bible, there are tales of fiery chariots racing through the heavens. Could it be that our Teslas, our Fords, our Nissans are echoes of these myths? That what we believe to be invention is in fact reinvention? That the machines of today are reflections of machines from long ago? The possibility is haunting, yet strangely beautiful. Now, let us move beyond the ordinary to the extraordinary, the supercars of the Stone Age. Imagine a Lamborghini forged not of carbon fiber, but of black obsidian. Its edges sharp like volcanic glass, glimmering under torchlight. Its very presence feels dangerous, almost alive, as though it were forged in the heart of a volcano. Picture a Ferrari sculpted from red clay, shaped like a horse bursting forth from the Colosseum. Every curve feels alive with speed, even though it is still. Or imagine a Bugatti Chiron, not as a hypercar of the racetrack, but as a jewel-encrusted ceremonial cart, covered in gold and lapis lazuli, reserved only for kings and gods. These are not just vehicles of speed. They are vehicles of status, luxury, and power. And perhaps luxury itself is not a modern idea. Perhaps it is eternal, stretching across every age of human history, always reserved for the elite, always reminding us of what it means to possess greatness. But every relic also connects us back to myth. Take the electric car, powered by lightning. It immediately brings to mind the thunderbolts of Zeus, the king of gods. The self-driving car, guided by satellites and sensors, is no different from a vehicle guided by the stars of Orion. The solar-powered engine, charging itself under the sun, seems like a machine blessed directly by Ra, the Egyptian god of light. Were myths simply predictions of our future? Or were they memories of an ancient time when these machines already existed? Perhaps the legends we cherish are not imagination but distorted history, passed down through generations until the machines themselves faded away, leaving only the stories. Now, let us leave the past and travel forward, far forward, into the year 3025. Picture archaeologists of the future brushing away sand, not from pyramids, but from a buried Tesla. The once smooth glass is cracked, its metallic body turned to dust and fossil. An iPhone lies shattered nearby, but instead of apps, its screen has become stone, its icons etched into the surface like ancient runes. A VR headset is found, mistaken for a ceremonial crown, placed on display in a museum. Future generations stare in awe, wondering how such objects could exist. What we call modern today may only be tomorrow's ruins. Just as we marvel at relics of the past, so too will future civilizations marvel at ours. They will ask the same questions. They will wonder whether we were as advanced as we believed. They will not know the full story. And maybe, just maybe, they will imagine us the way we imagined the ancients. Cars and gadgets, then, are not just machines. They are storytellers across time. They connect myth to progress, history to imagination, and past to future. Perhaps history is not a straight line always moving forward. Perhaps it is a wheel spinning endlessly, just like the wheels of our cars. And every turn of that wheel brings back something we thought was new, but was always there, waiting to be rediscovered. The Tesla in stone, the Ford in bronze, the Nissan in clay, the Lamborghini in obsidian, they are reminders that our story is never truly linear. It is circular, it repeats, it echoes. And sometimes what we believe is progress is only memory. If you enjoyed this ancient twist on futuristic cars, make sure to hit subscribe and join NextGear by Ma'am for more journeys into the worlds of tech, imagination, and history. Because sometimes the future is not written ahead of us, but buried deep in the sands of the past.